Alright, what's up guys? So I'm back with another Clash Royale video, and I just wanted to show you why everyone should have the Tombstone in their deck. And here's the deck I've been using. It's an average elixir cost of 4.3, as you can see right there. My Tombstone is close to being level 6. It's only 5, but it works, so I'm happy. And in the last video I was in Spell Valley, but I'm back again in the Builder's Workshop. And I'm just going to show you some replays where I use the Tombstone really good. And so this is the last battle I did a couple minutes ago. Oh, wrong button. I did it a couple minutes ago, and you know, the Tombstone really saved me. And the Tombstone is used completely defensively. Never use the Tombstone offensively, because you know the skeletons die way too quickly. And let's go ahead and speed it up ×2. I can never watch replays on ×1 speed. I don't know why. Here we go. First time I use the Tombstone. It's really good against the Hog Rider. And even if they freeze it, then it just explodes when it dies from the Hog Rider, and the skeletons come out of the Hog Rider. Now, when you place the Tombstone, you have at least one space above your tower. Like, if you have time to draw the Hog Rider, it's already crossing, it's going to get to your tower. So you just put one space above the tower, because it's really easy to measure that. And so I do that a lot during this replay. I don't know why. There was a couple times when I could have put it more towards the center to draw the troops out and expose them to my tower archers. And so he got really nervous right there. I don't know why. It was just a Valkyrie. I guess he wanted to take down my tower with his barbs. Alright, so he uses the Hog. And another good defensive thing is using the Barbarians, but he froze that. So it's not as effective as a Tombstone, as you can see. And let's just see when I use it. I think, yep, another Tombstone right here. So that it makes the troops distracted long enough for you to build up a little bit more elixir and destroy the attackers. And so I use it again just because I can, and I was just being, you know, mean and placing that down, making sure he doesn't get the tower for sure. So that's one replay. Let's go ahead and check out another one. So I did this one earlier. I don't know. I don't think I did this one very good, but we'll watch it anyway, because why not? ×2. And I always start off with the Prince if it's right there, just to see like what troops he would have to defend it. It's a giant skeleton there. I'm not even going to worry, because I already know that's too many skeletons for him to get by. And so a good defensive strategy is to put down barbarians, because his troops only take down one barbarian. If it's level 6, then the barbarian will still be alive with a tiny bit of health, and it's just one extra hit that you get to get in. And so yeah, this is the little attacking combination I've been with. It didn't really work here. He countered really good, but it's a knight and a wizard. And so right there I use the Tombstone again, and it distracts the Hog Rider so perfectly. Like, anyone who uses the Hog Rider will lose because you have the Tombstone. It also works against princes, but if they have a prince and a Hog Rider, you kind of have to pick and choose, because you don't have two Tombstones, unless they use it like at completely different times when your Tombstone is back. And so another strategy is to attack with the Prince and the Wizard. And if you can get the Knight in there too, then it works even better. But it makes them panic, and so they put down whatever troop they have, because the Prince is charging. And so they'll deploy like a minion horde or some minions to try to take it out, or even the Spear Goblins, and then the Wizard just gets rid of it with this fireball really quickly. Let's do one more replay, because why not? Alright, let's just go back to the very last one before that one. So just about everyone uses the Hog Rider It's like your chances of facing someone without using a hog rider, or the chances of you facing someone that's not using a hog rider, sorry, is very low, just because the hog rider is so awesome. Oh, sorry, I forgot to speed this up ×2. There we go. So the bomber is pretty good. I like using the bomber. I don't use it that much anymore, but it's like a weaker version of a wizard, I guess. Its HP is weaker. Its damage is around the same, I think, but the wizard can see air, and that's why I use the wizard more. Because everyone uses minions and minion hordes, and I don't really like carrying around arrows too. So if I was using the bomber, I would have to use arrows, and that's 2 slots instead of just using 1. And I think the bomber costs 3 elixir, and so 3 plus 3 equals 6, and the wizard's only 5, so it's better to just use a wizard anyway, and because the wizard can take out like an army of skeletons or a minion horde or just big groups of troops. So that works really good. And so right there you saw I used the prince and the wizard again. And it's just good place down a tombstone like in the last 20 seconds or so, just to make sure your tower is protected with a little bit more health. And so yeah, if I didn't have that tombstone there, that hog rider would have easily taken down that tower and we would have gone into overtime, but I didn't want that to happen. So make sure you leave a like on this video and a comment, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. And check out my friend Retro Joker's channel. He started YouTube a couple days ago, and he makes really good videos. So be sure to check him out. That's all I got. Peace.